Book Talk always recommends the same books. Oh, I've seen all of these books before. No, not from me and not on my page. Today, let's rapid fire through 8 underhyped romantic fantasy books that deserve all of the flowers and all of the hype on Book Talk. Dystopian is a hot topic on Book Talk right now, so may I give you a dystopian book with a phenomenal, unique concept that makes exceptional political, societal, religious critiques, and has a sensational romance subplot that actually adds to the overall points that the author is trying to make. The Third Ring by A.N. Horton was absolutely fantastic, one of my favorite books of 2025. You have to read it. Next up, if you are looking for a fae romantasy, but you want the plot and characters to feel unique and fresh, and if you're looking for a story that actually has like fae courts meets Bachelorette, then you absolutely need to read the Broken Prophecy series by Anna Applegate and Helen D'Amico. I literally inhaled books 1 and 2 that are out in this series, but when I tell you Book 2, I was so blown away by Book 2, like 5 stars. That is truly how you write a sequel. But I loved this story because although it has the makings of a lot of our favorite books, it felt, as I said, unique. The characters felt fresh, and this has one of my favorite found families that I've read. Blood So Deadly Divine by J.M. Grosbolet is perfect for those seeking an extremely unique, dark, gothic, atmospheric story with a hollowed FMC, a masked morally gray, MMC, political intrigue, and more. This is a true slow burn, and if you know me, you know I love that. Also, if you're a fan of Anathema, you will probably love this. Now, if you want a series set in a dark Gridmark world with dragons, a bloody tournament, exceptional, found family, a morally gray anti-hero, FMC, tragic plot twist, and more, you have got to pick up the Dragon Queen series by E.C. Garrett. This series is absolutely fantastic, and I read books 1.5 and 2 this year, and my God, they were incredible. Truly, I sobbed my way through all 3 of these books, but it is so worth it. If you love to be hoodwinked and bait and switched when you read romantasy and you want a story in a war college environment, training, hidden identities, and a looming darkness, if that all sounds good to you, then you definitely need to pick up Riftborn and the sequel Duskbound by Greenwich and Lennox. I adore this series, and I've said it before, I really liked Riftborn, but when I read Duskbound this year, absolutely mind blown. Guys, a dark academia setting with vampires based on Ethiopian folklore, an entire cast of morally gray characters. Immortal Dark by Tagas Gurma is truly so good, and I know this has some hype, but it deserves more. This book was absolutely fantastic. Like, talk about a debut, and I already cannot wait for book 2 coming out in the fall. This is my favorite take on vampires to date. Basilisk by Courtney L. Wynn was one of my favorite reads last year because if you follow me, you know that I absolutely adore an unalived MMC. You know, ghosts really get me going. But aside from that, this magic system is so unique and is essentially like spirit possession, and I'm just obsessed with it. And finally, A Blood and Ather by Harper Hawthorne is perfect if you want a friends to lovers story with unique elemental magic set in an academia setting with a twist. This dual POV stories has prophecies, plot twists, and one of my favorite prologues and epilogues of all time, and seriously, it felt like a breath of fresh air in the fantasy genre. Have you guys read any of these, or do you plan on it? Let me know in the comments.